welcome back to my channel. It's Amira. Make sure you smash that like button, leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe. Now let's get into the video. Welcome back, babes. Welcome back to Amira's Lifestyle. So today, sis, we got another story time. Today's story time is going to be about me finding out that I have anxiety. Yeah, I got anxiety. I hate it. But before I get into that, I just want to say my anxiety has not acted up. That is not a word. Has not. Let me just rephrase that, because that's not a word. My anxiety has not been out of control for a whole year. So I am going to give myself a round of applause because I am very proud of myself. It has been a whole year with nothing, okay? And it has been a good year. It just made a year last month, actually. And it has been a peaceful year, okay? Now let's get into this story time. Because, sis, it was bad. All right. So I think it was sophomore year of college, first semester. I couldn't really describe the feeling. I just knew something was wrong and I couldn't put my finger on it. I felt in my body that something wasn't right. So the first incident happened when I was on the bus coming home from school. I felt something like I couldn't breathe, and I felt like my chest was hurting. My chest felt tight, and I felt like kind of like jittery, and I couldn't sit still. I kept like looking around. I'm like, something ain't right. So I took a couple of deep breaths. That didn't really help. I drank some water. That helped a little bit, but not really. So I got off the bus and I went home, and that was that. So the first time it really wasn't much, but it happened again a couple of weeks later when I was on the bus, and I'm like, something is not right. I felt my chest was hurting. I felt like I couldn't breathe. I felt jittery. And I kind of felt like somebody was like coming after me. I felt like somebody was trying to get me. So I'm like, something not right. So I'm telling my mother, I'm like, something isn't right. Whatever. She's like, oh, ain't nothing wrong with you. You okay? So I'm thinking like, okay, I'm okay. She's the parent. She know if it's something wrong with me or not. So I listen to her. I'm like, ain't nothing wrong with me. So time goes on. And I'm trying to think because I want to make sure I got this in the correct order. I don't want to mess up. Okay. So I was with my friend and we had just left school and we were at Penn Station waiting for the bus. So it hit me like a truck out of nowhere. We were talking, having a regular old conversation, and then out of the blue, that was like, and I felt scared. That's the first thing that I could describe this. I felt scared, and I felt my chest was hurting. I felt like I couldn't breathe. I felt like something was wrong. I'm like, something is not right. Something is it's not right. It's not. So I'm taking a couple of deep breaths. I'm like, something ain't right. I'm taking a couple of deep breaths. I had some water in my book bag, so I drank some of the water. And something wasn't right. That's all I'm gonna keep saying, because that's how I was feeling at the time. I'm like, something is not right, and I don't know how to describe it. Something is wrong, and I can't get the words out to say it in the correct way. So I got home, and then I tried to take a nap. That didn't really work. So that was that time. The next time was like a month later. Another friend was like, come on, Amira, come to the mall. I wasn't feeling it. Something was off. I felt, through this whole anxiety process, I felt down. I felt sad. I felt depressed. I felt like I would not go outside. My friends kept begging me to go outside. Come on, Amira, let's go here. Come on, Amira, let's go there. I could not get the strength to get up and go outside. But this one time, This was before everything got real bad. I pushed myself to go to the mall. We took an Uber to the mall. It was the worst mistake I could have ever made. I should not have went to the mall. All of the other symptoms they were there. I could not breathe. I felt like my heart was about to come out of my chest. That's how bad my heart was beating fast, and it was beating hard. Like, I felt it beating against my chest wall. I'm like, something is wrong with me, and I have to figure out why. I thought I was having a heart attack. Like, to be honest, I thought I was going to die. That's how scared I was. I thought I was going to die. I'm like, something has to give. We got to figure out what's wrong with me, because it's no reason why I'm 19 years old and I think I'm about to die. I was like, this is a mess. So I'm telling my friends, mind you, we just got to the mall. And I'm like, I can't do this. I can't do this. I'm like, I got to go home. We went Forever 21. I'm like, oh, no, I got to go home. So I called my mother. I started crying because I didn't know, like, I didn't know. I'm like, Mom, I gotta come home. She's like, what's wrong? I'm like, I don't know. Like, I'm crying. She like, catch your Uber home. I'm gonna be waiting for you. I'm like, okay. I called the Uber home. I get in the Uber. I could not breathe. Still, I couldn't breathe. I had to roll the window all the way down. I had to, like, stick my head out the window to get air because I felt like my lungs was being restricted and it was tight. I'm like, I had to stick my head out the window to breathe. I'm like, something is not right. I don't know. I started crying so hard. I'm like, something is not. My mother kept calling me like, are you okay? Are you okay? You gotta tell me what's wrong. I'm like, I don't know. That's the problem. I don't know what's wrong with me. I can't describe it. So I'm in the Uber. And I felt so bad for the Uber driver. I was crying. I was yelling on the phone. I don't know what's wrong with me. So you know how when you're in the Uber and they get notifications for a ride that's around your area where you are. When I say he declined every single ride that came through to get me to my destination, I'm like, oh, he didn't know I peeped, but I peeped. He kept declining and I'm thinking to myself, thank you, sir. Like, so I get home and then it slowed down a little bit. Whatever was going on, it slowed down. So then my mother like, you want to come with me to ShopRite? I'm like, yeah, that was a bad idea. I get in ShopRite, is mad people in there. I'm like, oh no. See, and then it started happening again. I'm like, Ma, I gotta sit in the car. I started crying again. It was just too much. I'm like, something gotta give. So this last time I was on my way home, it started happening again. I got home. I tried to take a nap. It didn't work. It was so bad. I was crying so hysterically because I couldn't even stop. Once I started crying, I couldn't stop. I locked myself in the bathroom. My mother like, open the door. Please open the door. You got to tell me what's wrong. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong. Like, she yelling at me to tell what's wrong. I'm like, I don't know. I can't explain it. Like, I just don't know. I don't know. So I finally unlocked the door. I went outside. She hugging me like, we're going to find out what's wrong with you. We're going to get to the bottom of it. That weekend, we got a referral to go to a therapist, and they was asking me, I think it was that Monday actually, not that weekend, that Monday, they were asking me so many questions. They had to ask me at least like 50. And that's understandable because they wanted to get to the root of the problem. They asked me, have you ever wanted to kill yourself? And all of this BS. So they finally got to the root of the problem. And they said it's on you got PTSD/anxiety. I'm like, okay. But the funny part is I low-key self-diagnosed myself because I was Googling stuff. I was YouTubing stuff. I'm like, I got to figure out what's wrong with me. And I got to figure out what's wrong with me now. So I came with the conclusion that I had anxiety. Anxiety is self-diagnosable. So I already knew that. So then the next day, I think, we went to the doctor. And he asked me like 2 questions. Then he like doodling on his notepad, writing me down some damn medicine. Mind you, to this day, I have not taken. I'm like, I'm not taking no medicine. What I look like? No. You're not about to have me all. No, not I. No, y'all not about to have me all down and stuck and all of that. No. To this day, and it's been a year, I still have not taken that medicine. And then I started going to my therapist every week. I did not miss an appointment. Now I missed a couple of appointments. I ain't been there in a couple of months, but that's because I've been okay in school, and then it's just a lot. I haven't been there, but once this whole thing clear up, I might go back and just tell him I've been okay, catch him up on my life, and whatever. So he gave me some techniques over the time, and then I remember last year I went to go see my boyfriend. I flew, and that was my first time being on the plane in forever. So I'm like, I gotta go see my therapist. So the day before I left, I went. He was talking to me. He like, you're gonna be good. You're gonna be okay. You haven't had an anxiety attack in forever. You're gonna be good. I'm like, okay. I flew by myself since I was good. No anxiety. I did that. I got on that flight there and back. I said, okay. I took the medicine with me just in case I needed to take it, but didn't take it. I was A-okay. I'm like, 1 point Amira, 0 points anxiety. Okay, period. I was so happy. I was so proud of myself. I'm like, sis, you did it. You did it. But anxiety is no joke. I was down. I was sad. I was depressed. I didn't want to go outside. I didn't really want to eat. I think that's because at one point in time, I lost so much weight. I think that was the time. I was like this big. I lost so much weight. That's because I wasn't eating. I wasn't going outside. I wasn't getting no vitamin D from the sun. I was a mess. And I am so grateful. I pray every day. I'm like, God, please take it away, because I can't keep feeling like this. I can't keep going through this. And he helped me. God helped me. Who, child? And I thank him every day that the anxiety don't come back, because I have been happy. Okay, sis is low-key glowing. Do you see it? It might just be the lighting, but I'm happy. That's all that matters. Life is good, even though we're in quarantine and there's a whole pandemic going on. Other than that, I am highly blessed. And that's all I gotta say. But if you have anxiety, just try to get through it, because it's no joke and it's really scary. And I hate when people downplay it. This is serious. This is a disease that I was diagnosed with. This is a mental thing. Don't tell me it's not that serious, because you don't know. Don't tell me. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for watching. What is this? This is Amira's lifestyle. Go subscribe. Go like all of my videos. Go like and comment on all my videos. But yes, this is Amira's lifestyle. This is Amira's lifestyle. Thank you guys for watching. And I will see you guys in what? I will see you guys in the next video.